So, I picked up my testosterone this morning. I was surprised it was ready so quick. I guess they must have sent the pre-authorization Monday, and so it was already sent, and they were just waiting for me to try to fill the prescription, or something. I don't know how the system works, really. But anyway, see if I can find it under my book. Keep my information away. Let's see this side. This is what the container looks like inside the box. It's in the medicine cabinet. It's a pump. It's Androgel. It looks, smells, feels like hand sanitizer. Dries really quick. I put some on this morning. This side and this side. No belly. Don't put it on your chest. Put it on your arms, according to my doctor. So that's what I did. And then I washed my hands really well. And so it seems the time has come to do the mandatory first day on T video. Because I am no longer pre-T. I am on T. Woohoo! So I was going to read a poem, and I will be reading it consistently every time I do a voice update for myself. This is, of course, day 1. There's not going to be any changes, so this is a good baseline. It's been really exciting today, really. I woke up this morning on a whim. I checked the Walgreens app on my phone, and it said it was processing the prescription. Last night it said it was checking with the insurance. So seeing that it was processing made me happy. And then, because I'm a little bit obsessive sometimes, I checked it a couple hours later, and it was being filled, it said. Well, it was preparing to fill. And I waited a few hours, and by 10:30 I couldn't take it anymore. And I ended up walking down to the pharmacy and asked if there was any way they could have it filled before noon, because I wanted to pick it up and take it home before I had to go out to meet with my caseworker. And plus I wanted, to have the opportunity to slather it on. I got my binder on, so it's kind of hard to breathe. It's been very exciting. When I brought it home, I read through the paper that came with it. There's this long, difficult to refold, very thin onion skin sheet that tells you how to use it, and then there's like scientific stuff. Then there's a perforation on here with the important piece that you need. It tells you how to store it, possible side effects, all the fun stuff. I wanted to see how to prime the pump. You had to do 3 pumps, not using any of the stuff that comes out for those 3 pumps. And then you can start using it after the 3rd pump is done. Pump it into your hand. Let's see. Yeah, pump it into your hand. Rub it in. Pump it into the other hand. Rub it in. 2 pumps for me to start with. I washed my hands really well. Washed the bottle. Made sure that I didn't touch the palm of my hand to the thingy, because I didn't want to have to wash the faucet too much, because I'm lazy. I'll have to do that, though, when I go and use it at my mom's, wash the faucet and the soap dispenser when I go over to visit. And it dried really fast, so it didn't take long before I could put my binder and shirt back on. There is, of course, no changes because it's day 1 and it was 2 pumps. I want there to be changes, but what can you do? Hi, kitty. Yeah. So I was so excited, I ended up spending a lot of time just every conversation talking about testosterone and picking up my testosterone and using my testosterone, and woohoo, it's been exciting. So let's get the voice documentation officially over with. The poem is Evolution by John Bannister Tabb. It is in the public domain. And it's really, really short, which is why I chose it. Because it's short and sweet like me. Okay. Wet my whistle. This is my voice. One day on tea. Out of the dusk a shadow, then a spark. Out of the cloud a silence, then a lark. Out of the heart a rapture, then a pain. Out of the dead cold ashes, life again. Evolution, John Bannister Tabb. Woohoo! So that's out of the way. I don't know how fast things will move along, voice-wise. But I will be tracking. We'll see how big of an interval I do before it tapers off, and I don't want to do it so often. Other things to point out for starting off. Let's see here. My hairline. Let's see. It's not, drastic. It's fairly straight across. So we'll see what happens as more and more testosterone gets in my system, what happens to my hairline. My chin does have scruff on it already. There's quite a bit of peach fuzz along the cheek and along the chin. And I do have sort of longish fuzz on my upper lip. It's a little longer and darker on the ends up here. And I've got some dark, scraggly hairs over on this side of my chin. And a little less on this side. So I'm expecting this side will fill out faster than the other. I've got a little remaining acne from estrogen spike because I had some breakthrough bleeding from my menses suppression. Plus I sleep on my hand, and I'm sure that doesn't help. Eyebrows are pretty pale. Get a good look at those. Yeah. They're... Oh, my nose itched. They're not very prominent eyebrows. Not really. I'm kind of hoping they fill in a bit. I'm hoping some extra hairs come out. I have a bad habit of plucking them when I'm kind of just bored. I'll sit there and I'll pluck them out. But I want to grow a beard, so that's kind of counterproductive. I'm not sure what's going to progress first. I'm not sure if it'll trigger bottom growth very much. So I'll be keeping an eye out for that, kinda. I'll be keeping an eye on my legs, seeing how those are doing, if they're maintaining their size or if they're going to start filling up with water retention again. I'm glad I got the mood tracker, because I'll be using that for sure. Mood tracker is going to be very useful, I think, to keep an extra tab on where my bipolar symptoms are going, especially with new hormone that I haven't dealt with in this quantity before. Keeping an eye out on skin health on my face, make sure I keep it clean, without letting it dry out. So I've got lotion in the bathroom for after I shower, because I use exfoliator when I wash my face, so I lotion up afterwards. I'm a little worried about BO. I kind of naturally stinky, and I'm kind of worried I'll be extra stinky. I used to have a really bad foot odor problem, so I'm hoping that doesn't come back. I'm hoping the cat doesn't think I smell weird, but maybe it'll be gradual enough. She'll get used to it. Other than that, I guess we'll see where things go. Good luck to me, I guess. And, yeah.